Hello, my friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. In front of me, I have the Korg Minilogue XD keyboard, and I am a novice at this thing. I have this thing, and I haven't even read the manual, but I just want to go through some of the settings with you guys tonight, man. Maybe you're like me. Hey, Caden, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing righteously right tonight, man. I have in front of me, as I just mentioned, the Korg Minilogue XD, and it is a beauty. And I am a novice, and I just wanted to get on here tonight and go through some of the presets that are in this thing and see what this thing can do. I really, I really need to watch many, many tutorials on this thing, but I got it, and I was like, I really want to open up with this thing. I want to go through some of the presets, see what they sound like, because there's so many nice keyboards out there today, so much to choose from with so many settings and so many different VCOs and all the cool things that you've got, the tempos, and just really some cool stuff that you can do with this keyboard right here. And so when you open it up and you turn it on, it takes a little bit it goes through this tuning process over here, which you can't see, but my finger's rotating around this area right here. And once the tuning goes, I guess it just goes through all the presets and stores everything back to its original default settings. Then it opens up and you have this right here. So this is the sound that you open up with. So it sounds really cool, right? I mean, it just sounds beautiful. Now I didn't do anything to the knobs or anything. That's just opening up, turning it on, and that's the sound you have. Just this lush strings. I don't know, to die for stuff. I actually wanted to do my next project and actually incorporate this keyboard into many of my songs that I want to write around and just do. Here's the thing. Everything used to be built around melodies and things like that. Excuse me. Then the 80s came around and 90s. And then 2000 and everything's built on rhythm and beat. And so I would like to get an external piece to link up to this in MIDI to where I can actually get some drum things going on first, and then come over the top of it and MIDI this beautiful keyboard, the settings and whatnot, and then piece things together. And and then that's where I can get creative after the fact and write cool melodies and whatnot around the loops and drums and all the other cool stuff. But I just thought, wow, this thing just sounds really, really good. So let's just go through some of the presets with me, and let's see what this thing can do, man. I don't even know. So let's just find out together. I do know that you have a program knob right here, and you have a start button. So let's just go through some of the start presets and see what some of the sounds are, man. And if I find any of them that are kind of cool, I'm gonna start tweaking some of these knobs, man, and see what they do, right? So this is gonna be fun for me, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you're doing okay tonight, Caden. I wanted to tell you I didn't even get a chance last night, dude, to get on and check out your channel, or even check out some of those cool drones that we were talking about last night. I was just so dead tired. I laid in bed, man, and just I was out. I was completely I was completely out. But I will check them out tonight, man, and check all that good stuff out. So anyway, let's see what this thing can do. Let's just go through some of the presets, okay? Here is a start button right here. It says play. Wow, that sounds kind of I don't know, movie stuff, Now let's just turn some of these knobs right here and see what happens. start with the tempo. Wow. You retired too? No, man. Something about yesterday, man. Listen to this thing, man. It's just insane. The sounds that this thing will do, right? It's crazy, man. Wow. That's insanely cool. Let's get it back to normal. So those were just two little knobs right there I turned to get it to do that crazy, insane stuff, right? I mean, who knows what all this thing will do, right? I mean, especially if you're experienced at playing keys and synths and all that cool stuff. So let's go to the next setting and see what we can get out of that. Okay. Huh. Okay. Now these are just the presets, right? You can change the tempo, you can change the octave. Let's change the octave and see what that sounds like. So it has a little joystick right here you can do some weird stuff with. I don't know. So you can just play around and go through some of the settings. I love those strings and lush settings like that, man. That just far out. Wow, you can create a lot of fun stuff with that keyboard. I know, right? Right, Caden? It's just you can actually sit down with this thing for hours and hours and hours, and just find some really cool stuff that is pleasing to you. And then it's got all these little lights right here that blink and whatnot. That sounds like the start to an old video game. Okay, wow. It probably could be. These presets that are in here are just amazing. Such lush, beautiful sounds. How could you not want one of these in your studio to play with if you're an artist? Just when I sit here and I listen to just this little bit of stuff that I'm playing, it just my mind, it just takes me to another place, and it's such a beautiful thing. That's what music is supposed to do: take you to another place, make you feel like you're on the ocean somewhere, or in the Grand Canyon, or just experiencing life at its best, right? And that's what music does for me. So anyway, let's just change some of these knobs and see what we can get out of this with what we got going on. Wow. So you got to be careful, right? Because the slightest little adjustment it's got attack times, decay times, sustain, release, and then it's got all these variations of waves, how they sound. I mean, that's amazing, dude. I'm really not even doing anything. I'm just going through the presets, So, and then you can turn the tempo down. I like playing with that tempo because it really changes things up. Check it out. Isn't that cool, man? I don't know, Caden. I could get into this kind of stuff forever, man. Check this out. So let's go to another preset. I don't know. So if I tinkered with it long enough, I could find something that sounded pretty good with this. But let's move on. Well, that sounds like, I don't know. That kind of sounds like something freaky, doesn't it? So anyway, it has these little other buttons here that you can actually, within this parameter of sounds, you can actually add or take out a note within this. And so I'll take out the first note. Listen to this. Okay, now it's gone. Check it out. See, so I can add it or add it back. I know, right? Caden, it just, you know, it's just amazing what this thing will do, dude. I mean, you really just either need to have, I don't know, all day to yourself or all day, watching tutorials, and then get to where you can master just getting through the parameters of things. And by doing so, you'll be able to really create some amazing, cool stuff, So let's add that back in there. So it just, the skies are the limit with this thing. It really, really is, man. So it has these pitch shifts. Let's see what that does. Wow. I mean, how can you not create music with something so beautiful like this? I mean, it's just amazing, the cool stuff that you can do. The mind, takes you places. So let's see what else they have in here. So, I mean, here we are again. We're back to just your standard. Everything's flat pretty much here. I don't have anything kind of really going on within the knobs. But let's just change the waveform and see what happens, man. Wow. That almost sounds kind of hypnotic, doesn't it, Caden? It almost makes you feel like you're just, I don't know, in a trance or something, man. Wow. I don't know. I really want to start creating music so bad, man. And like I was talking about last night, it'd be nice to be able to live another 200 years. I gotta, excuse me, I gotta laugh about it because there's just not enough time in the day, So I went and I cheated tonight. Look at this, Caden. I went to Taco Bell, man. I killed my exercise, man. I had my cardio tonight, and we did 45 minutes on the bike. And it was bad to the bone, and I just sweated out tons of calories. And it's like, okay, man, now go cheat. Went to Taco Bell, man. Anyway, it was fun. So this is a really cool setting, Let's see what else they have. They call this pump saw. Okay. So some of these settings that are in here, I know, doesn't it sound interesting, man? I know. Some of these settings that are in here are just insane, man. See, it changes when every little thing that I do here, Caden. It changes the sound of the, with the preset that's already within it. So see, I mean, you can get some crazy stuff out of this, man. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see what we can do with just this one thing right here. Let's play around with it a little bit. Okay. I don't even know where to start, but let's do something. Let's start with the shape. Trying to find something that really kind of tricks it out. Wow. That's crazy, man. Let's change some of these waveforms here. Wow. That sounds really neat. Sounds retro. I know it really does. It almost sounds like and then you have effects over here too, so I can add delays, sustains, decays, attack time, and all that other cool stuff. Let's turn that down though. Wow. See, it was sustaining those notes. That's insane. Watch. It was kind of carrying it out, wasn't it? Watch when I turn it all the way off. It's crazy, huh? I mean, it takes those sounds and just really, really blows them out of proportion, doesn't it? Okay, let's see what else we got, man. Ensemble. Wow. Golly. I really do need to watch some tutorials on this, man, so I can at least navigate through this and know what I'm doing, you know? Because, I don't know, the better you know your equipment, just the better you can actually make it sound. Here's a little bass line, man. Check this out. That's kind of cool, man. So you can change the octave of that. Let's see if we can get it lower. And change the tempo. That's kind of cool. Let's change the waveform. That does sound good, doesn't it? Wow. Okay, that I could trip to that. Okay, let's see what else we got. Wow. I mean, how can you not make music with this thing? This is insane, man. Let's see what else here. Let's see. So let's just do one thing here, see what happens. That's crazy sounding, isn't it, man? I know, right? You know, that's why I really want to learn it, Caden. I really want to get into the parameters of it and actually know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just doing different things. I kind of like that, man. So it's just insane what you can do, man. So this unit, I think it runs around $600, Caden. I think that's what I paid for it. But I don't know, man. I mean, for $600, and you get all these crazy, insane sounds out of here. I mean, I don't know. It's actually more than a plateful to learn. Kind of sounds a little hip hop. I don't know. So there's another preset. That sounds kind of cool. So you can actually in your Pro Tools or your DAW, you can actually MIDI this stuff in, and being that you have all this MIDI'd in, what's kind of cool is you can cut, you can move MIDI notes. You can move it behind the beat slightly, or driving the song a little bit. So you can actually move these MIDI notes around and actually change the pitch of these MIDI notes as well. And with these same MIDI notes, you can actually change the way they sound. So I might like something in here, MIDI it in, right, and then once I get it into the song, go, oh. Wait a second, I like the way it sounded when I was putting it in, but I really don't think it fits the song, or I want it to sound different. And so once it's in there, then I can alter the sound again, right? And then that's what's kind of really cool about using MIDI. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. I love the advancements, we were talking about last night, Caden. Yeah, for $600, you can do so much. I know, right? You really, really can. So we were talking last night, the advancements of music, and being able to take the stuff in your home studio, right, and do some things that are just crazy good. And used to, you would have to go to a big studio and pretty much use their gear to even get a decent sound recording. But nowadays, man, we got it to where you've got all these sounds, and you can record at 192, and you just, you've got technology at 24-bit, and it's just insane the quality, how far we've come. So last night I don't know, after we got off, I was playing on my piano over here, Caden, and I was contemplating on how do I want this song to sound live, being I've only got two things going into the mixer, and then out of the mixer, I'm gonna go right into the camera, right? So I thought of the O technique. Okay, we're using new technology. So let me just see if I can how can I get the biggest sound possible to sound with basically two instruments going into the mixer and going into the camera. How can I get those two instruments, one, my voice, two, the piano? How can I get those two instruments to sound huge, right? So the first thing that came to my mind, Caden, was reamping. And so I started setting up a few things. If you look behind me, man, my desk is completely all torn apart. My compressors are pulled out because I repatched some things in. And so I contacted my nephew. My nephew's going to come over next week. Okay, so you got to tune into this. You got to tune into this next week with me anyway, because I'm going to do that song live. And I found out the best way to get some great, huge sounds was just to reamp. They did this years ago. It's nothing new under the sun, right? They've been doing this for a long, long time, reamping, actually building chambers and reverb chambers, reamping their instruments, whether it's their guitar, putting it in the bathroom, and then miking that room for reverb. So they've been doing these techniques for a long time. It's nothing new, Kate. And but it just came to mind because I was thinking, okay, man, I really want to get a big sound with just two things going into the mixer and into the camera, and that's all I got, man. It's a live show, right? So I'm like, okay, man. So what I did was I came out of my microphone and I went into my warm audio compressor, okay, for my vocals. Barely just kind of tickling the meter, just barely kind of very little compression going on. But here's the kicker, man. It goes out of that and then it goes into the mixer, out of the mixer. And one channel is actually feeding my monitors in this room, right? Now, the sound that's going to be coming out of the keyboards and my voice is going to be coming through the monitors and then reamped by my Shure SM7B or whatever mic I tend to use to do the track. So, and then you've got delay on that. So the time it takes for the speaker to get back into the microphone, there's a delay there, right? So that delay, that's naturally a delay, is going to add more thickness to the track in itself. And so, anyway, I was tinkering around with that last night, and it was just sounding amazing. And I can't wait to do this song, and it's going to sound good, man. And part of that is because of the way that we are going to track it, without going into your DAW, without, single tracking everything and, doing overdubs. I'm really, I love that. I love that concept, and it's a beautiful thing to fix everything. But here's the thing, man. I'm really getting to where I like being spontaneous and just rehearsing and being the best I can be on a given moment, right? Just lay it down the line, right? And just do it. Just do it. I mean, it's almost like it reminds me back when I used to play baseball and stuff, you get up there to hit the ball and you just do it, right? What day will the song be? Caden, I think maybe I talked to him today, right? And he said he's free next week. And so I have my appointment to get my car in the shop tomorrow and get the starter put in. And he was wanting to come over, and I was like, no, man, I really got to get this stuff taken care of. So I'm going to get my car fixed. And so he said he was available Monday. And I want to say he said he was available Thursday of next week. So it's going to be one of those times. And excuse me. I'm not 100% sure what day, but it is going to be one of those 2 days that I will be posting the song, man. And so I'm excited, man. I'm really excited about getting it put out there, and I don't know, we'll see. So here's another little cool little preset here. But yeah, man, there's thousands of these presets in here, Caden. I mean, you can just get crazy. I'm gonna kind of thumb through some of them real quick because I don't even know what's here. Crazy presets, man. And they all have their names. So, like, if you wanted to get back to them, if you just write down the name and then scroll right to the. But yeah, I would have to say, all in all, this keyboard is phenomenal, and I haven't even touched the surface of it. And that's what makes it phenomenal. Is I'm just scrolling through some of the presets, and the sounds are just amazing, man. So, I mean, you have these bass lines and you have all these cool things happening. I don't know, man. And being able to play with the tempo alone is just amazing. because I mean, it kind of gives you an idea how you might hear something and go, "Oh, I like that, man, but it's just too fast. Can we slow that down or can we speed it up?" And then you, the writer, can actually write to something that you like, according to because tempo and all that plays a large role on the feel and the vibe of the tune. And so, you being the mastermind behind everything, you being the mastermind behind the writing and the tempo and the key that you're in and all those other good things that play a large role into creating a good song um, is a really cool thing, right? So this is at 115 beats per minute. Let's see, you could actually write something like that, really kind of cool, maybe in your verses or whatever. But here's what's cool is watch what happens when I change the tempo of this. It completely just kind of loses the vibe of, where you want to be, right? I mean, you can kind of tap your finger to that, or, I mean, you could write something to that, right? Now watch when I change the tempo down, watch what happens. We're at 68 beats per minute right there. Completely changed it, right? And then you have all the variations in between, and that's what's really kind of perfect about this board here is all these presets. You can change the tempo, the velocity, the octaves. Just insane. This is insane, man. It's cool. So I just need to get to work, right, Caden? Wow, 1,000 is a lot. On what? On what, Caden? 1,000 on what? What are you talking about? So yeah. So all these presets are in here. It's just phenomenal. This is the Korg Minilogue XD, as I mentioned earlier. Is it a worthy keyboard to go out and get and have in your studio? Honestly, man, I haven't even read anything on it, and I am just a novice at this thing. Okay, and just bear with me, guys. I just wanted to show you how amazing and what you can do with this thing if it was in your studio, especially if you have a DAW and you can do overdubbing. And this baby is set up for MIDI, and that is a cool thing, man. A really cool thing. So let's check out some of the other settings and see what you got here. I kind of like that, man. Let's change the tempo of that and see what happens. "115 beats per minute." And then let's change it back down and see what happens. That's at slowest. I think that's at 56 beats per minute. Oh, 1,000 for presets. Oh, wow. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there was a... Maybe it has that. Are we both exaggerating, or is that really what it has? I don't even know, dude. So that's kind of cool, man, right? For presets, yeah. So really cool, just amazing stuff, right? Listen to this. That's just too bad, man. I don't know. It's just crazy stuff you can do. Oh, I like that, man. So yeah, man, this thing is just insane. What can you not do with a unit like this in your arsenal? I have to say, you can do many, many things with something like this. That's why I actually wanted to get it, have it in my studio, and actually see what I can do with it. I would definitely want to get a beat first, find a drum beat that, put together my rhythm section first, and then come back in and find some presets, or just come in and play something to it. Right? I mean, you can do that as well. So, here you have all that settings within that, right? So that's what's kind of cool. So let's just see here. So in that, so like so you got all this stuff in here. Ooh, that kind of sounds cool. Kind of sounds like that what I opened up with. A little less sustained, Kind of really cool. I mean, you can just get crazy with this stuff, right? But yeah, the Minilogue, the Korg Minilogue XD is a wonderful piece to have, and I'm just so glad I made this purchase, just simply because there's so much that I'll be able to do with it, and I cannot wait to start on many of my other projects that I've got going on. And I appreciate each and every one of you, Caden, for joining in tonight and checking out some of these cool little presets with me on this wonderful little beauty right here. It's little, man. When I say little, it's probably, I don't know, if I had to put a ruler to it, I would guess 12, I don't know, maybe 30 inches. It's probably not even 30 inches long. I mean, it's just a small little baby, man. And but it's just, I don't know, they just put, you can tell they put some time and craftsmanship in it. The keys are little, but they feel pretty good. They're not weighted keys, okay? But they still feel good, and enough to where, if you have relatively, I don't know, I guess if you even had little short stubby fingers, I think you would still be able to get within the keys and play. um I don't know, it's just a beautiful sounding keyboard. And is it worth $600? I would have to say hands down, 100%. And there's a few others out there that I want to actually check out and get in my studio, and actually start doing some other things with some other musicians, introduce my tunes to them. Yeah, amazing keyboards right there. I know, right on, man, right on, dude. Um, but it's so much fun collaborating with other people, And here's the thing with the music today. You can send the stuff, you can do stuff in real time online. So like I could be working on some tracks here, and shoot them on over to someone else. They could play with them for a while, and then after they played with them for a while, they could shoot them over to somebody else. And so you can actually do some beautiful stuff all around the world, just and never leaving your house, man. That's the coolest thing about and then the quality just as good, so it's not like you're losing uh degeneration in quality by doing so, like used to, when everything was on tape. Every time you either played the tape or the tape was, ran, a little bit was lost in the quality of the recording. And that's why, some of those old awesome tape machines and 2-inch tape decks and reel to reels that were used in the bigger studios, you spend $300 for 2-inch tape for some of those big tape machines and whatnot. And so they'd have a master, and then they were very careful how many times they played that thing, just simply because they didn't want to lose the quality, all that stuff. And but I will say that I really love the way tape sounds. And it's a beautiful thing that we can mix old school with new school, and that's what they're doing in the bigger studios today. They're still even using, they're using their DAW and their Pro Tools and all that other stuff. Here's the thing: a lot of times they'll come out of that and then dump down a master on 1-inch tape, and then from there go to the mastering facility with it. They'll even cut an album and do all that other cool stuff, and that's why you have the best of both worlds: old school stuff with new school stuff. Oh my gosh, man. There's just not enough time in the day to have fun with this kind of stuff, right? So, I don't know, man. I appreciate you joining in tonight, Caden, and hanging out with me, man. I really wanted to keep it simple, pushing on 45 minutes now, being on. And you know what, dude? I didn't even get through maybe what, 30 of the presets here tonight? That's what's crazy about this, right? I didn't even get through any of the, who knows what's ahead of this. But I do want to learn what all these little knobs and everything does. Just simply because when I do get to the presets, it's going to be able to be cool to know what I'm doing whenever I'm twisting these knobs and whatnot. It's just going to help me get a little crazier. Yeah, man, no problem. Like I say, I do appreciate you hanging out tonight, man. And you know what, man? I'm going to get on your channel when we leave tonight, and I'm gonna check out what you got, man. Check out your stuff. Anyway, today was a great day, man. I had a really good day today. I hope you did too, Caden. And join in tomorrow night, man. If there's something you want to talk about, the sky's the limit with me, man. And when it comes to talking about audio recording and mixing and all that cool stuff. So if there's something that maybe been wanting to put in your studio, or I don't know, hit me up, let me know what you were thinking about. And type down there in the comment section below too, because if you'd like the video, Caden, and you comment down there and below, it just helps other people. It helps to get an algorithm for one thing, and then it not entices, but other people feel more comfortable about joining in a conversation when they see other people. In the description, under description down there, writing down, hey, how much is that piece? Or, where did you get that? Or da 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 da. And man, I always respond to all of y'all. So it's not like I don't get on my YouTube channel and see who's writing in or anything. Cause, to me, that's fun meeting new people and, just, and learning new things. Right. And we never stop learning. There will be a new video coming, and yes, I will join tomorrow. Cool, cool. Oh, you mean a new? Are you making a new video for your channel? Excuse me, man. I really should be drinking water, but like I say, I cheated tonight. Are you making a new video for your channel, Caden? Is that what you were saying? Yeah, man. So this was something that I wanted to do. I really need to wipe this baby down, don't I? Wow. Thing gets dusty easy, or maybe that's just the way it looks, being black. But okay, good, man. Well, I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna check your stuff out. I just, I really, there's so much that we can talk about on here about different things and different audio equipment, and we're talking about the interface last night, and there's just so many cool things. If it's microphones you like to talk about, dude, we can talk about that forever. Because I have been actually, I don't know if you know or not, but I actually been collecting mics. At one time, I was a microphone collector, and seriously, no kidding. Before I made a move and some other changes in my life, I actually collected microphones. That was my thing I did, and I collected all the old Electro Voice microphones. There might be some stream delay. Okay, by the way, that's okay, man, on the delay. But I collected all the old microphones from Electro Voice, RCA, Turner, let's see, Shure and Western Electric, and many other microphones that I had in my collection, and they were all in great condition. And some of the mics that I had, actually, the 676, the 677, the one Jim Morrison used and all his, the one he loved, the Electro Voice EV, the famous Jim Morrison microphone. I had actually had two of those, and so yeah, when it comes to microphones, I love talking about that kind of stuff. But yeah, don't worry about the delay on the streaming thing, man. I'm gonna check it out anyway, and that's just a cool thing. Live streaming. I prefer live streaming over because in the beginning I would make videos and then I would have to dump that material from my camera SD card into my Mac, and then from my Mac I would actually do the editing, add music, all that other kind of stuff that was uh royalty free, and to do so with the music and everything. And so it was so much time. It took so much time to do all that stuff. Not really, but I mean, it could be. If you're doing a video every day, you can see that all the editing and the recording and all that other stuff and preparing can really, really take up a lot of your time, right? So that's why I like free-forming things, getting in here. If I've got something on my mind, I want to share it with y'all, man. I want to get in here and just, live stream it real time. If I mess up, if I say something stupid or whatever, I know y'all are going to forgive me. And if I mess up, I mess up. It's just a real thing, right? People do that. And so, anyway, I like doing that a lot better, Caden, just simply because I don't have to worry about editing and all that other stuff. Now, if it's something that I want to do, like, I don't know, I guess an instructional thing or something like that, um, yeah, I can see where I have to do, editing and cutting and all the other stuff and whatnot. But anyway, hadn't gotten there to do some other cool stuff like that in a while, but I tend to and I want to. And I appreciate a lot of you guys having patience with me doing all these live streams. But for me, it's fun coming and hanging out with y'all and talking audio and recording gear and just doing real live stuff, man. So I'm gonna let you guys go tonight. I'm gonna let you go, Katie, tonight. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope your day was amazing, and mine was. And I'm gonna get in the shower, and after all that good stuff, man, I am going to come out, check out your channel, and yeah, and get some rest and hang out, and then get prepared for tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much for joining tonight. And you know what? I will see. I'll be on between 7, 8, maybe 9 o'clock. No later than 9 o'clock for sure. And but next week we're gonna have my tune on my release, and so that'll be really, really cool to get that out there. Been pressing upon it, man. It's one of those things where I wrote the song, rehearsed it, and it's like, okay, man, what are you gonna do with it? You can just sit on it, or you can just throw it out there. So I'm gonna throw it out there. And anyway, man, I appreciate you joining in tonight, Kate on, and we will see you tomorrow night, man.